But I wonder if people, like you say, you don't like people who are not hardworking. I wonder, are there people who work and worked as hard as Steve did and does?
I was thinking when I said it that there's an exception. I know we're both admirers of Norm MacDonald, and he seems sometimes like someone who has something. It's his cadence. It's the way he talks. I don't know if he's a hardworking comic, but God, he makes me laugh. Mm-hmm. And his cadence, something is just wrong about it, you know?
But I love Norm, and my guess is, what I know of Norm is that he may not be working hard.
No.
But what he has is the same result as somebody who's worked hard.
Yes, yeah.
Which is, again, enviable, admirable. But God, he makes me laugh. And I happened across some of his time on Weekend Update.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
When you watch it now, you realize Norm just didn't care if it got a laugh.
No. And he didn't.
Yeah.
He didn't care. And he had a joke. I think Downey wrote the joke. It was during the OJ trial. And there's a picture of Johnny Cochran holding up the knit cap with OJ sitting next to him. And God, no one could do this but Norm. Norm said, a little bit of a wrinkle for OJ in the trial today. Johnny Cochran stood up and held the knit cap that was found at the scene of the double murders when OJ jumped up and said, "Hey, careful with that. That's my lucky stabbing cap." Who else could do that?
Right.
And he doesn't. And if it got nothing, he would stare.
Yeah.
And tell you your problem. Yeah. I thought that was one of the best. Dark but fantastic,
right.
and also no one could do it but him.
No, that's what I was going to say. I would, if somebody had pitched that joke to me at the height of the OJ trial, I would have laughed and not done it. Would you have done that joke?
No, I would not have done that.
Yeah.
I would have been queasy and it's tragedy and it was theater of some kind, theater of the absurd.
But the delivery, the persona, and the material, it's
perfect,
powerful. Yeah.
Obviously, a lot of entertaining celebrities, but Norm MacDonald used to come on our show in the early days, and those were, I thought, great television because we never knew what was happening, and it was always teetering on the edge of it was all about to blow up. It's all about to fail, and it would always end brilliantly. And then he stopped coming around, and it was just a period that passed. And I was always sad about that because I thought we're a very celebrity-conscious age, and people always think that the best guests are the biggest celebrities. Sometimes, the best guests are these people that you have a weird connection with, and it's compelling television. People see and they talk to me about it later on. Like I'll be out in the world walking around and people will say, "I saw that when you were with Harlan or when you were with Norm or with Ron. That really got wild and crazy in a way that they don't see on television now."
Have you, over the years, who are some of the people who have been your go-to people? That I just remember Dave in his early years had Terry Garr and he had Sandra Bernhard.
Yes.
And they were kind of magic together. Who are your...
I had so many people. Norm MacDonald was this person who would come, you all know Norm MacDonald, but Norm MacDonald, when we'd have him on in the early days, to this day I've never interviewed anybody like Norm MacDonald.
Who was the best guest that you've ever interviewed, and who was the worst?
I love Will Ferrell. I also love Norm MacDonald because he comes on and his stories are all invented. None of them are real. They're all old farmers' daughters jokes. And he pretends he'll come on. I'll say, "What's up, Norm?" He'll be like, the other day I was walking down the road and a pirate comes up. I'm like, "What?" Yeah, a pirate comes along, and he's got 3 pigs with him. One of them is wearing a hat, one's got a pipe, and then it's just a complete waste of everybody's time that's absolutely delightful and hilarious. And so I love him.
Your favorite guests are always like the Bill Burr, Norm MacDonald.
Yes.
This might go off the rails really fast type of guys.
Yeah. Norm MacDonald, one of the great talk show guests of all time. He invented something that Norm MacDonald invented this amazing thing that I've never seen anybody do before or since. It's kind of like he split the atom. It was that revolutionary. Norm would come on And he would, instead of telling you a real story, like if I had you on the show and you're like, hey, Bill, tell me, well, when, remember I was living in Chestnut Hill once and you would tell a real story about what happened to you in your life. Norm tells old jokes as stories that happened to him.
Yeah.
So I'd be like, Norm, what are you up to? And I mean, really old jokes from like the 1920s. And he'd be like, well, Conan, I don't know if you're aware that I purchased a farm, Conan. I'd be like, really? You purchased? Yeah. I purchased a farm. Of course, I have 3 daughters. And I'm like, you have 3 daughters? Yeah, I have 3 daughters on the farm. One very attractive, one not as attractive, and of course the third not, kind of. Well, she's ugly, Conan. She's ugly. And I'd be like, Well, one day this traveling salesman comes to the farm. And he says, now, Norm, I tell you. And then it's like he's telling an old traveling salesman joke.
Yeah.
But
But about halfway through where it's going.
I usually know. I know kind of what he's doing. I'm laughing that he has the balls to do this. I'm laughing at the audacity. So I don't even care if this joke lands or not. I'm laughing that he's committing to the fact that no, he doesn't have a farm. He doesn't have 3 daughters. There's no traveling salesman. But he doesn't care in a way that is exhilarating and scary at the same time. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. And plus, he probably has some people in the audience who are taking completely seriously, right?
Yes. Yeah. He's got some people thinking.
We call them tourists.
Yes, we call them. They're usually from San Bernardino.
Well, Norm had the greatest talk show moment in the history of talk shows with Courtney Thorne-Smith.
That was epic. That was so great. And it's funny because
it's lived on. Who knew that we were going to have YouTube eventually?
You know
where
what?
We could just queue it up on command.
God bless YouTube. I had no idea when those things were happening. I thought, we're talking 1993, 94. When those things were happening, I thought, what did I know? I just thought if you were up and you saw it, that means you saw you saw an amazing thing happen. And if you, and then maybe if I get to stay on the air long enough, we'll have a 1-year anniversary show and maybe you'll see it then. But if you're not there for that, it's gone. And now I meet people, that around the world that will say, oh, I just saw that thing with you and Norm and Courtney Thorne-Smith. And I'll think that was a moment of my life when I was 30.
Yeah.
And I'm like 85 now. Like, how is that possible?
I'm impressed with clean comics.
Me too. Way more impressed than anyone that's superior as a dirty. It seems like a crush a lot of times.
I like dirty ones too. I like.
It's a real meeting of the mind.
I swam not naked, but in underpants with Roseanne in Hawaii. We got shit-faced at the best bar in Honolulu,
Was she
Arnold's
fat then?
Tiki Bar.
She's never been
Asked
that
for
fat.
Dawn as the bartender at Arnold's Tiki Bar. Me and Roseanne got fucked up. We walked the beach.
Right.
We just shredded down to our underwear.
Did you make a move?
No,
Yeah, of
but
course
I'm
not.
fucking in love with that woman.
She's a
That-
great. She's
is
cool as hell.
So fucking
I've
funny.
met her before. She's cool as hell.
Yes.
And her and Norm MacDonald were friends because he wrote on her show. And Norm is like, Norm goes, hey, what are you going to, and she's like, eh. And after 10 minutes, I was listening to them talk. And after like about 10 minutes, it became this noise. Just a solid bar.
I can hear it.
But Roseanne is so funny. She's like naturally funny.
You said you'd rather play Frogger than have sex.
Oh yeah, well you have to know Frogger, you know, it's a game. It's an arcade game where a little frog has to go across the river.
Yeah.
And they have like little logs that he has to, and sometimes the log's a crocodile and tries to eat him.
You're like totally into that?
Yeah, well I like a lot of things better than sex. I don't care for sex that much.
See, that's the thing with me too, because I'm totally bored. I don't have any, what's the matter?
Yeah. It hasn't like gotten better over the centuries, you know? It's always the same thing. It's very, like I had sex when I was young man, and then I had it for a while, and then I realized it's kind of always the same thing, you know? There's only a few things you can do. You can go like this and then over, you know what I mean? You go, I'll do this for a while, and then...
Do you think that we're being drugged by the government to lose interest in sex?
Oh, no, I just think it's a thing that... like, you know, when people go, hey, you know, that guy's he's good in bed, you know? And to me, like, how hard is it? You know? It's not like if you're good in badminton or something, you know, that's a hard thing, badminton. You gotta, and Frogger, you know? But sex, you can figure it out in like 10 minutes, you know?
Yeah, and like goats do it and stuff. You know, like goats and pigs and stuff all do it, so how special can it be?
Exactly. Show me a goat that can get past the 3rd level of frog.
That's right, Nora. That's right.
The writers write it, and then you say it, so then if it's not funny, the audience hates you, you know?
Right, that's exactly why you have to be so mean to writers.
Right. Like the audience is going to watch the Roseanne show and go, oh, that dirty Bruce Rasmussen, he's not funny at all. Right?
They don't get that.
Yeah.
The writers don't get that. It's your ass out there. They go like, no, it is funny. I'd be like, I don't think it's funny.
Yeah.
Well, I wrote it and I say it's funny. Well, then you go out there and say it. They want they kind of want a robot that'll just say anything.
Yeah, but they're good people, the writers, you know. I have to go back and talk to them after the show.
Yeah, remember when I used to make y'all wear numbers?
Yeah. Yeah, Roseanne made us all wear numbers on our shirts so she wouldn't have to speak to us as human beings. So, you know, she'd say, hey, just number 9. And actually, we have some writers on this show that worked at Roseanne, your show.
Yeah, so...
We have 3 and 8.
Are they any good? I remember those guys. Are they any good now?
Oh, yeah, they're great. They're great.
So...
Yeah.
I know that the guy that used to write the, what do you call it, in Hustler magazine.
What?
He used to write the jokes, the captions under the comics in Hustler magazine.
Where is he?
He's the one that created your show.
He is?
He's the most talented, yeah. He's the most talented of all of them. He also did Drew Carey. He's the most talented number I ever had on that show.
Yeah.
And I wish him the best.
Yeah,
and
he's Bruce Halford, 3.
Yeah, he started out at Hustler magazine.
Yeah, I didn't know that. Those things were hysterical. He never told me that. You mean like the really dirty cartoons with the blood and everything?
Yeah.
Yeah, and then they have those captions. They were funny.
Yeah, they're hilarious.
That one time I had a psychiatrist.
Yeah.
Like, and because they told me I should go see a psychiatrist. I didn't want to go see one or anything like that. But so I go to see this dude, the psychiatrist, and I'm talking to the guy, and I couldn't think of any problems or anything that I had. You know, I was just like, guy I'm working with is kind of a troublemaker, you know, and the boss is always... So I'm just like, I had nothing to say, and the guy's like sitting there, you know. So then I go to the guy twice, right? And then I'm reading the paper. The guy kills himself.
Really?
Yeah, he killed himself. And then I was reading his horrible life, like he was on all these drugs, and he was one of those guys that like to hang themselves there to have sex, and all this weird stuff. Anyway.
Oh, my God!
Yeah. And then I just kept thinking, good God, like the last week of his life, he was listening to my boring problems, you know? He's all troubled, and I'm going, anyways, the guy, you know, I don't think he respects me, my boss, you know?
That's kind of, did like that, how deeply did that frighten you? When you read it in the paper that he killed himself.
Yeah, I don't like hearing about guys killing themselves.
That's really scary, isn't it?
Yeah. Especially a psychiatrist, you figure they got it all going on in their head, right?
Yeah. And then, like, when you find out they're crazier than you.
Yeah. I don't like that. Because I don't like those psychiatrists too. I'm always afraid like that, you know, they get you under their spell there.
Yeah,
and then,
they do.
And then you don't have anybody else. You only trust the guy.
Yeah.
And then, of course, first thing he does is have sex with you.
That's right.
Right?
Yeah, the first, it's like a cult. It's a horrifying cult, I think.
Same with hypnotists. Like I always think if a hypnotist is going to hypnotize you,
Yeah.
he should say right before, I promise I will not have sex with you, you know, while you're
Right.
under. Because, you know, I want to give up smoking, but at the same time. I brought some pizza.
Oh, boy. Oh, I love this pizza.
Yeah, pizza.
Dairy pizza. Oh, my God, look it.
It's kosher pizza.
It's so good, too.
Because you're Jewish.
That's right. I just want to be able to eat pepperoni that's made out of veal or something.
Oh,
I
no.
love that.
You'll go to hell.
What, if I eat pepperoni with pork?
Yeah, because you're Jewish.
Will that make me go to hell?
Yeah, isn't that the whole idea?
Go to hell?
You know, I'm Christian. I can eat any kind of pizza and not go to hell.
I don't think I go to hell for eating it either.
Oh, you don't?
No, I don't go to hell.
Well, they don't specifically mention pizza in the Old Testament, but it's,
But they do mention pepperoni.
yeah. This pizza
But
here.
it doesn't say you'll go to hell. It just says, you know, you never know where, you know.
You might want to avoid this piece. Actually has hooves on it. You don't want to eat that. And I said, listen, man, because I kept hearing these things about how old people always have sex.
Yeah.
So I said to my grandmother, grandfather, you still have sex with my grandmother? He was like, good Lord, no. And then he was explaining it to me. He was like, because in his own head, he thinks he's like a young dude.
Yeah.
You know? And so he says, like, when you get old, it's not like all of a sudden your taste change where you go, hey, that wrinkly old lady looks good.
He told you that?
Yeah.
Wow. He said that people still look good when they're in their 20s to like real old guys?
Yeah, yeah. Because he said whenever he looked in the mirror, he was always shocked because he thought he was like a doughboy back in the First World War. You know, he thought he was a handsome dude, and even if he did know he was ugly, he still was not attracted to the old bags. J.K. Rowling is a Christian, and J.K. Rowling famously said that if you're familiar with the scriptures, you could easily guess the ending of her book.
Huh?
Here's some Xanax.
Really? How many should I take?
Well, they get you very
One?
sleepy.
I better take only a half.
Oh, right now, just take a half.
Okay.
We'll be back with Roseanne after the Xanax kicks in. Questions from the Twitterverse, which I'm now realizing all suck.
Twitter kind of sucks anymore.
Yeah.
The
Tell them your most famous joke that people say you're too masculine.
Oh, that one. Well, that was my killer joke.
Yeah.
That was my ender, closer. People say, you're not very feminine. I say, suck my dick. That was my closer. Can't you be meaner?
Did
to
they
these
tell you not to
people?
be as mean?
No, they tell you to be meaner.
Well, early though, you told that guy to fuck off and stuff.
Well,
and
he
then-
was a fucking dick, and he needed to be told. He's like, he kept on like getting in my face, like as if, you know.
No respect.
No, but I'm so used to that working around Hollywood people. But this one was like, you're not gonna come on my show and pull that shit.
Yeah.
Motherfucker. So anyway.
Hey, you want to do some jokes,
the
Roseanne?
baseball.
I have jokes.
Okay.
Well, I think we have to take a
No, we're not going to take a
before-
break.
Oh, okay.
Fuck the break.
No, we're going to just do jokes.
Sounds good.
And who better than Roseanne?
Well,
I can't think of anyone.
I can't remember. A study has found that men are just as likely as women to spread gossip. At least that's what I heard Rick tell Brad, who, by the way, has a crush on Patty.
Oh, does she? Hey, what about this? Kim and Kanye celebrated their baby Northwest's his name's Northwest, his 1-year birthday by throwing a big party. What's that?
It's a her.
Oh, it's a girl. Yeah, Northwest, of course. I should have known by the name.
North, yeah.
Anyway, she had her 1-year birthday, And they threw a big party with jugglers, a bouncy house, and a Ferris wheel. The bad news is that Northwest is a baby, so it doesn't know what the fuck is going on. Here's one. It's about your friend.
Hey, you're not going to believe this, but Bill Maher is giving away the solution to all our problems for free. He is, isn't he?
Yeah. Remember he had jokes about Ewell Gibbons? You know, he'd always
He'd
always
eating
pick one guy.
cardboard.
Yeah, eating cardboard. And I didn't even know who he was when I was a kid, but I just laughed.
I still don't know. Who's Ewell Gibbons?
He was I think he did Grape Nut cereals commercial. I love now I have to explain to this fucking guy.
He was about roughage.
Yeah.
And, organic roughage
Got it.
kind of guy.
So I didn't even know Grape Nuts had a, that's fine. I didn't know they had a commercial.
Shut up.
Shut up.
For 1 fucking minute, trying to talk to a legend of comedy, you're talking
I'm
about.
sorry.
Thank you very much for being
That was
here.
fun.
Can I kiss you?
Of course.
Oh,
Oh.
sweet. Oh.
Sweet. I'm glad I had a cert.
Everybody asked me on this show, when are you going to get a woman? I said, I'm not going to get a woman before I get Roseanne. I'll fucking tell you that.
Judge Lance Ito this week barred all potential jurors from reading Faye Resnick's controversial new book, Nicole Brown Simpson, Diary of a Life Interrupted. The judge also barred them from reading Faye Resnick's other new book entitled Judge Lance Ito is a Big Fruit. And now it's time for Weekend Update's movie reviews. This week I saw Interview with the Vampire. And here's my review. Not gay enough. This week, a court banned gays from marching in Boston's St. Patrick's Day parade, but they will still allow them to be beaten up by drunken Irish guys. I'm afraid to know what you're applauding at there. Okay. Meanwhile, Elton John continues to deny rumors that he is engaged to his tennis racket. Well, if I can be allowed a personal opinion, I think Harrison Ford's new mustache works. And by works, I mean looks really gay. In overseas news, an attempt to lift the ban on gays serving in the British Armed Forces has been defeated in Parliament. This raises a difficult legal question. How do you exactly tell if a British guy is gay? In an interview in this month's Vanity Fair, actor Tom Cruise attempts to end once and for all rumors that he is gay. Meanwhile, the U.S. Army is dealing with a scandal of its own as dozens of female recruits have charged drill instructors with sexual harassment, intimidation, and even sexual assault. Analysts are calling it the best argument yet for gays in the military. Jonathan Schmitz, the Jenny Jones guest who killed his secret gay admirer because of his fear and hatred of homosexuality, has been sentenced to 25 years in prison. Well, I guess that plan backfired, huh? And it's been reported that Keanu Reeves is engaged to actress Amanda Decadina. Asked to comment, Keanu said, "What? I thought I was gay. I'd always heard I was gay. Beginning in March, DC Comics will change Superman's traditional red and blue costume to a new form-fitting bodysuit. The problem with the old costume? Not gay enough. What the hell's going on in the country? That's not Superman. All right. TriStar's Picture is planning a film about the 70s disco act, The Village People. While the movie will be coming out next summer, it plans to wait until Thanksgiving to come out to its parents. The artist formerly known as Prince says he now wants to be known as simply the artist. Meanwhile, I will continue to refer to him as simply the fruit. In other music news, several major acts are on tour this month, including the Counting Crows, Metallica, and the Fruit. A study on weight loss revealed this week that women who participate in a weekly diet program lost 50% more weight, snacked less, and bought more fruits and vegetables than women in general, which just goes to prove my new theory: Richard Simmons is gay. Our top story tonight. This week, after months of speculation, sitcom star Ellen DeGeneres finally admitted that yes, she is gay. Inspired by her courage, today, diet guru Richard Simmons admitted that he is really, 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 really gay.
Here's the problem with taking pictures. Yeah. Photographers are largely flamboyantly gay. Right. And so then when they take, a good look for them is a flamboyantly gay look. Right. So when they take their picture, your picture, you know, they want you to look flamboyantly gay, and then you're like, can I look a little less flamboyantly gay? And they're like, no, this is good. I'm like, I'm wearing a dress.
Well, again, it's tonight and tomorrow night. The Comedy Works in Larimer Square. Thanks so much for toughing it out without coffee. It's great to meet you.
Thanks a lot.
All right, on over.
Excellent suit.
Thank you. Yeah, it's
Yeah,
just
I like that one.
brand new. Oh my. Let's get back over to Angie and Chris, please.
Wait a minute. Norm, what is wrong, Norm, with flamboyantly gay?
Yeah.
I ask you.
I ask you, Norm.
Ooh, hit a little close to home this morning, didn't it?
Did you see this outfit? Did you see this thing?
This is what you should have worn for the headshot, Norm. Come on. Panache.
It is cool.
Huh? Come on.
You wore that between what he's wearing now and ending up in the dress. That was halfway.
It is cool.
Norm could have worn this.
Oh, yeah. Wow.
Hey, Johnny Weir called. He wants his outfit back.
Oh, hey now. He's talking to you, too, not me.
I don't know who he's talking to.
I don't know. Maybe he is talking to me. Because Johnny Weir would look fabulous in this.
Look good in either one of these outfits.
Yeah, see.
Well, I guess the biggest thing that nobody knows about me is I'm a deeply closeted gay man.
What? I mean, that's, you're a gay man?
I'm not gay. I said I'm deeply closeted. I'm as straight as an arrow.
What's something people don't know about you?
I'm a deeply closeted gay guy.
No kidding.
Well, I'm not coming out, though.
Wait a minute. What are you revealing here today?
I'm not revealing anything. I'm saying I'm deeply closeted.
Well, that means you're gay.
Well, I wouldn't say that. Why would I say that? I'm deeply closeted.
So you're a gay man who won't admit it?
No. Do you know what deeply closeted means?
Yeah.
It means a man who will not acknowledge that he's gay.
Yes.
So I'm telling you, I'm not gay.
No, but that means you're very, very gay, but you don't want to come out. You're so closeted.
That I refuse to say I'm gay.
Right.
Exactly.
But doesn't that mean you're gay?
Hey, easy, buddy.
Oh, this book will reveal much.
You know, on your last show, I came out as a deeply closeted gay man.
Yeah.
And I'm not gay. But David, on one time, and this is a true story, and Dave, you'll attest to this, bought me a beautiful leather jacket.
Oh, that's right.
Well out of my price range. Now, I'm no one to take charity.
I'm not one to take charity.
I'm saying I sucked him off.
Surprise ending.
You're making me out to be Hal Holbrook over here.
First of all, I know you're a big sports fanatic.
Oh, I
but
love sports.
You're also a guy that keeps up on the news, and there's big news out there in the sporting world.
The big news is Oscar Pistorius.
Yeah, huge news.
And I don't like him, don't care for him, never did.
Really? You don't like Oscar Pistorius even before he... What are you doing?
I have something in my tooth.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah. I didn't like him.
You're saying, I mean, a lot of people don't like him now that he murdered somebody, but
yeah.
but before that, allegedly.
But also, really.
Yeah. Murdered her.
But yeah, I don't have problems with the murder.
Right.
But what I never liked him racing with them things that looked like something Wile E. Coyote would order. And
what?
Well,
you had a problem with him racing with his blades. His blades. He was the blade runner.
Yes,
those
he was.
Teflon blades.
I did have a big problem with it because, well, I'll put it this way. Let's imagine you're a runner, you know, with legs.
Yeah.
And then you go home, you go, oh, I lost, honey. Who'd you lose to? Guy with no legs.
Wait, you're saying that you didn't like that Oscar Pistorius raced against people with legs?
No, I don't. I feel that one of the basic requirements of being a sprinter is having legs. I feel that they should say, okay, listen, let's, here's the, hey, what about you? I don't think you can be on the team. Why not? Well, you're not a biped. You have no legs, so scram.
Okay.
You take your time as long as you want. But get the hell out of here.
No one's going with you on this. Nobody is with you on this at all.
Except the feller at home that's like, that son of a bitch I lost my race to that got no legs.
Are you saying he had an unfair advantage because he had these?
Well, of course. He had rocket ships.
They're not rocket ships.
Okay.
Andy, help me out here.
No, it's still him running.
Yeah.
Oh, yes. Well, guys, I agree with you then. Oscar Pistorius is a scholar and a gentleman.
All right.
He's a murderer.
Really turned it around on us.
Alleged murderer.
Let's talk about you now. Let me ask you something.
Yes,
Another guy from Canada has come and invaded show business here in the United States.
With an acerbic wit.
So many funny guys come out of Canada. What is it about Canada that produces all these comedians? What do you think it is?
I don't know, because when I'm in Canada, no one's funny.
You think it's the long, dark, cold winters? You just have to find something to laugh about?
We don't have dark winters. We don't live in the Arctic Circle.
But they're long, aren't they?
They're long and cold, and they're cold.
And really cold.
Yeah, they're cold.
So when you're a kid up in Canada...
I don't want to put too fine a point on it, but they're cold.
Yeah.
You said this is the coldest you've ever been. You're Canadian, so are you okay with this?
I've been colder than this. I've been colder than a vampire's...
Go on.
That's like
We're
an
waiting.
8 a.m. joke.
Yeah, we can do it at 7:19. The stage is yours.
Are you drunk? Because all you did was ride a cooler and you're sweating.
I am. Well, it's hot it's hotter than a $2
Well, he's
pistol
got like
in here.
12 layers on, I
Yeah,
think.
I thought it was going to be really cold.
Well, you're from Canada. This should be springtime for you.
No, I know I'm from Canada, but I'm still a human being. Like it's not like we evolved differently. I'm from the frozen north.
Yeah.
Yeah, it gets colder than a. It gets colder than a.
Oh, here it comes. Get your finger on the panic button.
No, it gets colder than a vampire's demeanor.
Okay, that's better.
Wow. Surprisingly cerebral. Well, let me ask you something. Now, I knew you when you started here in LA, but you're from Canada.
Yeah.
You started in Canada. I did some gigs in Canada, and it's a little different, isn't it?
It's kind of rough there because they got like a lot of people that like hate me.
Oh, well, that could be a disadvantage.
That's rough going in. But like, so, it was all like, you go to these crazy places like Medicine Hat or Red Deer.
Yeah, yeah.
Or I played one place, Head Smashed In, Buffalo Jump. It was a crazy place.
Yeah.
And you know how I got its name? It was a guy, in the old days, the buffalo used to run and open in the plains. It was beautiful, you know, way back in the 70s. And they would run. And so the way they'd catch them is, Jay, they'd dig a hole with a shovel.
Right. Dig a hole. Yeah, I got you. Yeah.
And then they dig the hole with the shovel, and then the buffalo, they're dumb animals. They just run, you know, and run and run and run, and then fall into the hole, right? So one time this Indian dude, a brave, you know, he was digging the hole, and he didn't hear all the buffaloes were already running. And then all the buffaloes fell on his head and smashed it in. So then they called the town Head Smashed In Buffalo Jump. It's a very unwieldy name.
Really unwieldy name.
Yeah.
And you played gigs there? I mean, what were the audiences like?
They were horrible. Man, they hated my guts.
Yeah.
One time I kissed Relic.
The Beachcombers?
Yeah.
Were you on a ferry or?
No, that Indian guy from the show gave me some bad heroin.
That's not true.
No.
You made that.
I didn't make that part up, but I did have a long kiss with Relic.
For a show or just
well,
party?
Yeah, no, I was supposed to be on the Beachcombers.
Right, that would have been awesome with Jackson Davies too.
Yeah,
yeah.
And turns out I was never going to be on the Beachcombers, and I was just going to be in Relic's hotel room.
What, were you in Vancouver?
Yeah, I was in Vancouver, and I'm like, this is going to be the greatest. I'm going to be, I was supposed to be like the new breed of the Beachcomber and everything. That's what Relic said.
So this is a next generation Beachcomber thing?
Exactly.
Okay.
Beachcomber, the next generation. Relic was supposed to be the executive producer, and he'd make occasional like appearances. This is what he told me in his hotel room.
Come on. This didn't happen.
No, it didn't happen.
Okay. I got to read this book. Sean.
Hey, I should put that in the book.
You should. I know there's a couple generations maybe between you two as comedians looking at...
a couple?
Watching Norm over the years and some of the characters, what's it like being alongside one of the best?
Oh, it's great. I mean, I love Dirty Work, and I love Saturday Night Live. And then I worked with Norm. He was my boss, my first boss in Los Angeles.
Yeah, Sean's awesome, man. Future of comedy. If you show this clip like 10, 20 years from now, you're going to go, who's that old guy talking about, who the hell is Relic?
Oh, I love that
I'll
story.
be like Relic, and he'll be like me, like 20 years, when you look at this in the vault.
In Canada, it's different. Like here in the States, you vote for the president, maybe you vote for the wrong guy, a war happens.
Right.
In Canada, it's not like that. You go, like, what's the big thing? Should they make that bridge?
Right. That's the biggest.
Yeah. So it doesn't really matter. So it's, you know,
It's too much pressure.
We're very inconsequential, Canada.
Yeah.
Last time I performed here at the Just for Laughs Gala was 25 years ago, and I did so well, they invited me back. So that was nice. I love Montreal, my God, you know, and call me an eternal optimist, you know, but I really believe in my heart that this is the year that the Expos are finally going to win it all. Montreal, famous for a lot of things, you know, one of them being the greatest strip clubs in all of the world.
Yeah. Last night, are you aware of Club Super Sex? Yeah, so last night I went to Club Super Sex. I chose the soup. Big mistake. Hey, big election coming up, and in Canada, this is the difference in elections in America and Canada, is elections in America mean something. You vote for the wrong motherfucker, the world blows up. I don't need that on my hands. Whereas Canada, you know, what's the, it's always like, well, what's your view on the bridge? I say keep as it is. I don't think they need to clean that up. That's fine. It was easy when I was young to vote because it was simply, you know, you just didn't vote for the French guy. It couldn't have been an easier choice. As a matter of fact, I almost feel like coming back this fall just as an homage to my late father and not vote for Trudeau. My dad did not like Trudeau. Trudeau was my hero, though. I loved him, you know. And since I've come back, I've been watching the news and everything. I've been seeing Justin, you know. And I thought, by God, you know, this Justin kid, he must be brilliant because his father was Pierre Elliott Trudeau. But then I forgot, he's got a mother. So that's kind of evens everything out. You know, what's also different in American and Canadian elections? In America, you get to vote for the President of the United States, and in Canada, you vote for some motherfucker who lived down the street. In your riding. Whatever the hell that is. So then, that guy, he goes to the House of Parliament, you know, and he's like, oh, wow, this is big. And then the speaker's like, all right, well, what are we going to talk about? Anybody want to bring an issue? And then your guy's like, yeah, I just, our bridge ain't looking too good. The speaker's like, what the fuck are you talking about? I go, no, I'll sit down. Sorry about that, I just... Thank you and good evening. I'm Norm MacDonald, and I could not be more excited to be here. You know, when I was asked to host the Canadian Screen Awards, I called my good friend Chris Rock, and I said to him, I've got some great news, Chris. I'm going to Canada. And he said, I've got some great news, too. I'm hosting the Oscars. What are you doing in Canada? And I said, you know, visiting some family, friends. The usual. We're coming to you live from Toronto, or as you cost-cutting location scouts call it, New York City. Never has there been such an assembly of great Canadian talent in a single location that did not have to be Zamboni'd first. Tonight, the CSAs are being seen in over 50 countries. Isn't that exciting? Oh, wait, I'm sorry. No, wait. I misread that. 50 counties. And a couple of regional municipalities. We are here to celebrate nominees for their wonderful work in Canadian cinema and television, which is a lot like celebrating the Northern Lights. You probably haven't seen them, but you've heard they're amazing. We have a lot to celebrate in our industry. Amongst the TV shows nominated tonight are Amazing Race Canada, Big Brother Canada, Master Chef Canada. Where do they come up with these ideas? But it's been a wonderful year for Canada. It's been a especially great year for one little guy, one adorable little Canadian youngster who's already accomplished so much. Of course, you know who I'm talking about, Justin Trudeau. Hasn't he had a wonderful year? It's been a busy weekend getting here. We lost an hour. As you know, daylight savings time went into effect last night. I give it 6 months. Well, we're going to start the show, but I was... It hasn't started yet. You didn't know. I saw a wild look of alarm cross your eyes. But I was backstage yesterday, and we were doing rehearsals, and I asked, what is the statuette called? And they said, it's called the Canadian Screen Award. And I said, well, that seems kind of dull. Like, what? That's the name of the award? And they said, well, we've been bandying around different names, but none of, they said in Canada it takes a long time to get stuff done and stuff. But one of them that they said, one of them they mentioned was the Candy. And I think John Candy, I mean, who doesn't love John Candy? So of course, this statuette should be called the Candies. So what I'm asking you to do is, if you are a presenter, ignore the teleprompter and say, the candy goes to. And if you are lucky enough to win one, go, I won a candy. What do you think of that? Can you go along with that? Excellent. That would make us a better nation. I am not here to upbraid. However, I think I made it quite clear that these awards should be referred to as the Candies. A 9-year-old child knew. Are you so burdened with this preposterous technology? So I would like not to see that again. Backstage I was thinking how different things are since I moved to the United States. Now I'm in the United States. One thing I've noticed about films, I don't like foreign films anymore. They're all like artsy, kind of not my cup of tea. But when I grew up in Ottawa, by God, I loved foreign films. Star Wars, Smokey and the Bandit. Do you remember that one? Here to present our next award, the Candy. And this will be the end of my upbraiding, I hope. George St. Kitts and the Candy Band. Who can take a sunrise? Come on, guys. Sprinkle it, but they can't. Well, whatever. Well, our next presenters are political people. And it made me think, because I was just told Cape Breton Island, I don't know if you know this, but they are offering sanctuary to anyone that lives in America after Trump is elected president by a landslide. And I agree with this in principle, but why Cape Breton Island? I mean, can't I just flee to Toronto? Do I have to leave the fucking planet? I mean, I just go to Baffin Island while I'm at it. All right, now welcome to the stage, 2 Canadians. Oh, the Candies are going great so far, aren't they? I would like to say to Eugene Levy that there's no reason to be ashamed of your son. My son only this morning punched me in the chest really hard. Listen, I have some good news. I just found out that all of you here tonight will be getting a swag bag. Yeah. Just like the Oscars. I haven't seen one yet, but why don't we take a look and see what you're getting? I'm going to call Megan, our golden girl, out. Megan, our golden girl? Hi, Megan. Come on out here. Ah, you brought the swag bag. Yes, can you hold it open? And then I'll take things out of the swag bag. What do we have here? A loose pancake. What else we got here, Megan? We got, oh, this looks cool. It's a CD, you know what they are, of Nelly Furtado singing all the national anthems. Torn from today's headlines. See what else we have. Well, we have this. Ah, yes, this. This is a bottle of Eau de John Cherry Cologne. It's for the gentlemen in the audience. Now, what else do we have? Hopefully something a little funnier than the last one. Here. We have a 30-minute massage from producer Robert Lantos. Don't try to go for 50. You only can hit 30. And then what else do we have here? Oh, a curling stone. You know what these are made of? I always took them for granite. Last time I take a joke from Martin Short. All right. Megan, just do some house cleaning here. Having a hand for Megan, our Golden Globe. Natural mistake. All right. Listen, guys. For some reason, I've been told to stretch. So, oh, I've never tried that before. The show's over, folks. Good night. But for the first candies, respect, peace.
Now, do you think Cosby's legacy will be hurt?
Yeah.
You do, huh? I mean, there was a comedian, Patton Oswalt, he told me, I think the worst part of the Cosby thing was the hypocrisy. And I disagreed.
You disagree with that?
Yeah. I thought it was the raping. As my feeling, most rapists are hypocrites. You don't meet many go, I like raping, and I know it's not politically correct, but by God, people go, well, he's not being a hypocrite, and that's the worst part.
Norm, let me ask you something. Seriously, what do you do for fun? Like, name one thing you do for fun.
For fun?
For fun. Like, I'm going to have some fun tonight
I've got
or today.
nothing to do today. Here's what I'm going to do.
Is it spend money? It's not go
Golf.
shopping. You don't decorate the place. What do you do?
I guess the only thing I do is I like to read sometimes.
You're lying.
I do. That's what I mean. That makes me.
Do you
feel.
play video games? Do you play cards? Do you
solitaire?
I read a lot of Mark Twain.
There's only so much Mark Twain, and
it's
you're
not much actually.
Yeah.
I'm reading letters from Hawaii now, something I've never read before. But I read like stuff that I read a lot of literature. And
Do you go to movies?
I reread it a lot. No.
Great. Now that you are an author, can you tell us a little bit about your favorite books?
What my favorite books of all time?
Favorite books in general, all time.
My favorite book is Search for Lost Time. My favorite American book is The Adventures of Huckleberry Finn.
I love Russian literature, and that's what I read mostly. Yeah, you know, just the standard stuff. You know, I don't like Dostoevsky, but I like the actual good writers.
So yeah, my brother still has it. If you see turkey coops going down the road, if you see birds going down the road, most likely came from Tipton, Missouri, those crates.
That's where you're from, Missouri.
Yeah.
Mark Twain country.
2 fathoms here.
Say again now? Is that a Mark Twain quote?
That's what Mark Twain, Mark II. Mark Twain.
Oh, that's
Mark
where
Twain.
That's where the word Mark Twain came from.
Got it.
On the riverboat.
2 fathoms here.
Yes, sir. You know his real name?
Samuel.
Ellen Claiborne.
No, I don't.
Or something like that, right?
He had it.
He had it.
Sam Clemens.
Samuel Clemens. Do you ever read any of his work?
Mark Twain?
Yeah.
Yeah. In the United States, it's required reading in grade school.
Well, sir, my son went to a school here in Los Angeles, California. And I don't like when they teach great writers minor work. You know, I have to teach them the best work. Right?
Yeah.
So I went to the teacher and I said, why are you teaching my son Tom Sawyer when Huckleberry Finn,
Life on the Mississippi,
The Adventures of Huckleberry Finn, drawing dust on the shelf behind you? Oh, it's because it's racist.
Mm-hmm.
It's racist. It's the least racist book ever. It's anti-racist.
Exactly.
Goodness gracious, the ignorance of people.
Well, what happened to the rest of the story? That was it. She said we can't do that, and that's it.
She said the next thing we're going to do is Toni. We're going to study Toni Morrison, and she's rad.
Wow.
This is a private school that I'm paying a lot of money for.
Yeah, I get you.
Now listen, Dennis. Have you heard about this Huckleberry Finn thing?
I heard something about they wanted to take the N-word out, right?
Yeah. Anyways, I wanted to bring it up before I forgot, and then we'll get on to my my projects.
All right. Do you have any observation on it, any tweak on it, or just the cognizance of the fact that they wanted?
No, I feel it's a thorny issue.
Mm-hmm.
No, that wasn't the whole thing.
No.
I thought you were going to go like, well, how so, or something.
Tell us more, Norm. Why don't you
I feel it's a thorny issue.
Yeah,
I'll tell
me
you why.
too. Why, Norm?
Well, you got Mark Twain, and you're talking about, for those of you who don't know, what I'm talking about, they've taken out the N-word, out of many of the books of Huckleberry Finn.
Norm, they've taken out.
And so you got a thorny issue that I think I have a solution to. Do you want to hear it?
Oh, man. Never anything more.
Well, the thorny issue is this.
Yes.
You don't want to take, Mark Twain, one of the greatest writer ever to brush paper with ink, and change his words, for God's sake. On the other side of the coin, you don't want to have a young African American boy in school, hearing that word out loud and causing him pain. So it's a thorny issue. But I figure it this way. You've read Huckleberry Finn.
You are so splendidly demented. Yeah, I've read it.
You know it's written in the first person by Huckleberry Finn.
Yes, I do.
And you know it includes the N-word.
Yes.
Therefore, you just change Huckleberry Finn to a black kid.
And it's like a rap song at that point, right?
Exactly. Everything's cool.
Some days we get closer. Things that we never really needed. Promises that we never thought of keeping safe. I guess it's never over if we never got a chance to check.
David, on one time, this is a true story, and Dave, you'll attest to this. bought me a beautiful leather jacket.
Oh, that's right.
Well out of my price range. Now, I'm no one to take charity.
You're doing like a Mark Twain one-man show. All alone in the back. He's constantly screwing with you on every level.
Right.
But his word choice is, he was like Mark Twain. He had this folksy, completely out of time. And I don't know if he was born 300 years too late or 300 years too early, but he's talking in a way, no one speaks like that. And you really appreciate the way he says things and his timing.
The Nicolas Cage stuff is very similar, where it's just nobody can really do what he does. I also love Nicolas Cage.
You said you could do Nicolas Cage.
I cannot do Nicolas. I've heard that I heard my voice sometimes sounds like him, and I've been told I look like him sometimes, but no.
That's how I got started, was people with that one. People said, when I was little, they thought I was his son. I mean, I don't think they thought that.
You do look like
They
Nicolas
said,
Cage.
are you his son?
Way more,
Let's hear your Nicolas Cage.
I don't have a Nicolas Cage.
I know you said you did.
No, I don't have a Nicolas Cage.
You told me that a Nicolas Cage that made Simon Helberg sound like his shit. No, he did.
My Nicolas Cage sounds a lot like your fucking Christopher Walken.
Whatever. I don't do a very good Christopher.
You don't need to do a good one to do that.
But I am Christopher Walken. Jesus Christ. You never heard of Christopher Walken? I never heard it before either. I just assumed everyone could do it.
Everyone does it.
So I tried. How do we get him to do Nicolas Cage? I feel embarrassing.
It's hard, I know. Can you we'd love it if we could hear your Nicolas Cage.
All right, well, he does like, well, yeah, that's just wonderful to hear, and maybe on the way out we can stop in the gift shop, but right now, I don't know, I really want to find some rockets! Yahoo! There you go. He has a little bit too.
No, right.
Well, I mean, it's not...
I didn't say I look like, I just said I've had people sometimes.
Well, that's the same thing as saying you look like him.
No, you're right.
Everybody always says I look like him.
I don't say always.
Whatever. You watched a lot of Nicolas Cage, right?
I did watch a lot.
He's seen every Nicolas Cage movie.
Well, no, up until like probably about 15 years ago. Well, they started getting real. Like I'm not gonna do it anymore. I can't. He was great. He's either the greatest actor in the world or the worst actor in the world.
Leaving Las Vegas.
Yeah, that was a great one.
That was like when it. Then it was like the divide came, I think, when he did the Rock, and you were sort of like, okay, this I'll accept this Michael Bay, like I'll accept this because you're self-aware, but then he did Con Air, and he had that mullet and a southern accent, and it like all went downhill.
No, you nailed it. That's exactly when
started buying islands.
He spent all his money on stuff.
I like islands.
Islands?
I think plural.
Wow. How much did I heard he already bought his gravesite or something, and I thought it was like a pyramid. It's like, I don't know if that's...
He blew all his money on his gravesite?
It's like a giant pyramid.
Oh, like National Treasure?
Yeah.
That's another Nicolas Cage.
Yeah, I haven't seen that.
Yeah. Nick Cage. Face Off?
Face Off?
That was,
Fast Times at Ridgemont High? Briefly.
Fast Times at Ridgemont High.
You just went right to one where he was barely there.
Yeah. No, Raising Arizona. I don't think anything tops that for me.
You have to put it in the right file, according to alphabetical order. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, Z.
I love my mother, She lives right beside me here. She's great. I don't think my mother has ever spoken a word that had any irony in it. You know what I mean? Like, she's just earnest. She's just happy. She knows how to love. She doesn't judge,
Oh, he definitely wanted to... I'm sorry,
No, no, you go, Adam.
I was just going to say he definitely wanted to make the point he loves his mom.
That's what I was going to say. Because it was like a moment where where you just have this glimpse where he takes a pause and he's like,
Yeah.
she's great.
Yeah.
Remember?
Yeah, absolutely.
Like she'll go sometimes to the grocery store and come back. The other day she did this. She come back, she said, oh man, funny thing happened in the grocery store. I said, what happened, Mom? She said, a woman came in and bought a grapefruit and it cost $1.69. And last week it cost $1.19. And then I said, well, that's not a story, let alone a funny story. I don't even think that would be considered a story. I was thinking about that unconscious, subconscious thing, because I remember my buddy one time, he's in psychology, he went to college, this guy. And I love milk, right? So we were eating a meal one time. And, so I take a drink of milk, and my friend goes, you know why you're drinking that milk, right, Norm? And I say to him, it's not because I like milk, I know that. Because I know this guy, you know. So he goes, no, it's not. He goes, the reason you're drinking that milk is because you miss sucking on your mother's breast. I'm like, ah. Now you guys don't know my mother. But she's wonderful. She's a saint. You know how people, say their mothers are saints? My mother is actually a saint. So, I mean, she hasn't performed 2 miracles or anything. She's not actually a saint, but she's much more saint-like than your fucking mother. That's what I'm saying. But there was a generation, like my mother's 85, there was a generation of women that you all know. Maybe it was your mother, maybe it was your grandmother. But they lived at a time, and I support you, me too, you too. More than anything, because, for the young girls, it's going to be fantastic. But no one like my mother will ever exist again. And it's just this generation of women that were so, selfless and, like my mother would be, the type of woman, like at dinner time, everyone's eating and she's in the kitchen. And everybody have a second, are you sure? And then, oh, but the turnips. And wanted to make sure everybody got, and then she would, whatever was left, she would make a little plate for herself, And that's what my mother was like. Still is like. She lives right beside me. Her eyes shine love. I've never heard her say a phrase that had any irony flecked in, She just been so happy, Like she'll come back to the grocery store, she'll go, Norm, the funniest thing happened in the store. I say, what happened, Mom? She says, there was a woman buying pineapple. It was $1.69 last week, and this week it was $1.19. I'm like, that's not a story, old bag. What the fuck? A story has to. I don't say that, but I would trade places with my mother in a second, because all she knows is love. How to love people. That's hard, man. That's hard. Anyways, I forgot why you brought that up. Oh, I remember. I don't want to suck her tits. So maybe I'm shallow. I want to suck my mother's tits, all right? So anyways, I'm having this discussion with this guy at the fucking restaurant, and now, after he tells me this, the milk is still there. And what the fuck am I gonna do? Guzzle it? Milk, I can't just leave it there. It was the worst. Whatever. Oh, and then it came time to order our entrees. You know what this guy gets? 2 meatballs and a banana. I'm like, hey! Wait, it wasn't even on the menu. Like he had to. What's good for the goose is, this is just absolutely. I read about that subconscious, unconscious. They said when you pick a president, this is an election year, this is kind of some word. Apropos. You ever say a word, you go, I hope this is what it means.
Straight to the heart. I went a long time acting like I wasn't broken apart by you.
here with my son Norman, and we're going to tell you some jokes about President's Day. What do we call George Washington's false teeth? His presidentures. What U.S. president has long legs, a black beard, and an unusual smell? Abraham Stinker.
Today I went to the board to be examined. The opinions were divided. They debated and debated and finally decided that I am not mad. But that is only because I used every ounce of my strength not to speak out. I did not speak out because I am afraid of the madhouse. I am afraid that they will not let me do my mad deed.
What would George Washington be if he was alive today? Really, really old. How many of Trump's senior presidential aides do you need to make a light bulb? None. They're meant to keep them in the dark.
They declared that I was prone to certain sorts of affectations and such, but that still I was in my right mind. As for myself, I know that I am mad.
What would you have if you crossed a vegetable with the first president? George Squashington.
The doctor prescribed me something and told me that if I followed it strictly, that I would not be troubled anymore. Oh, what I would do not to be troubled anymore. It is too tormenting. But I will tell you in due order how I came to be examined, how I lost my mind, and why my madness betrayed me.
Happy President's Day.
Hey, everybody.
He's brilliant, Byron Allen. He had that Comics Unleashed. You ever do that? Oh, you couldn't be more leashed.
There's nothing. It's not like there's nothing unleashed about it. It's not like you would have like Lenny Bruce on and like.
And he has no segue. So this is what he said to John Lovitz one time. He said, he just turned to him from, he's talking to Schimmel, and then he goes to John Lovitz. He goes, "Now, John, I understand you're growing older."
What's your favorite religious movie?
I loved Passion of the Christ.
Did you?
Although I will say I thought it was very anti-Semitic, because every Jew looked like fucking Lovitz. You know what I mean? They're all like, hook noses and stuff. So I could see the anti-Semitism. Remember when you had that show? Do you still have that show at the Laugh Factory?
Yeah, every Tuesday.
I enjoy that show.
Did you ever do that?
Because on Tuesday, for a long time, I would drive by the Laugh Factory and it would say, John Lovitz. So I'd go, I know what not to do on Tuesday. How do you feel about the stand-up comedy of John?
John?
Of John.
I mean,
like when a guy starts stand-up at 60.
And then like opens his own club to do it. So it's like,
oh yeah, that's right. He opened a club.
Have his own stage time, so nobody can be like.
Have you ever played the Lovitz Club?
No.
God damn, you've avoided everything.
Every comedy landmine. Yeah, I squeaked by.
Norm has a CD. It's called Norm MacDonald. Ridiculous. It's coming out September 12th. It's a comedy CD, of course. And you got some famous people, a.k.a. friends of yours, to do some bits on there with you. Is that right?
Oh, yeah. Some of my friends did it. So it was
Will
fun.
Ferrell, correct?
Yeah, the great Will Ferrell was in it. He was kind enough to do it.
Molly Shannon?
Yes, the great Molly Shannon was in it. She was kind enough. Some of this will be repetitious.
Is Tim Meadows great, or is he superb?
Tim Meadows is a real talent.
You got John Lovitz on there?
Yeah.
You ever see that guy play softball, by the way? Speaking of baseball and hats, you ever see him hit the ball?
I've seen him do stand-up. He tried starting stand-up when he was 50.
Really? What about those Subway commercials? That's kind of...
Yeah, it's great. He got a catchphrase for the first time in 18 years.
And what's the catchphrase?
Eat fresh.
Oh, eat fresh. And he gets to wear a bathrobe on TV. I buy Subway sandwiches.
No, he's a really funny guy. He's hysterical.
How long?
Up here? Yeah, no, I listened to that show, actually. Yeah.
What happened the time you and Norm MacDonald played tennis? There's a story that he showed up in a leather jacket and jeans.
Yeah, I know. I know. He tells that story, and I don't know why he's so into it.
Oh, it's a funny visual. It's a funny visual. Him dressed like that.
What he left out is that we're playing, and he I play all the time. He never plays, right? But he can get the ball, but he dinks it back, and he has no rhythm. Anyway, when someone just like floats every ball, if you're not used to it, you can't get any rhythm, and it's just hard to play. So he won, but what he left out was after every point, he'd leave the court for like a minute and brag to his assistant about how, look what just happened. Then he'd come back, 1 point, he'd leave again. So I go, Norm, do you want to play? And he just kept leaving. It was very frustrating, and so he won. So then I said to my coach, I go, how do you beat a guy like that? It's so frustrating. The ball's just, and my teacher's guy, Alex Olmedo, who's you're into sports, look him up. He was a champion college player, Wimbledon champion, Rod Laver, Emerson, who won Wimbledon, and he's in the Hall of Fame from Peru. Great guy. So he said, just step in and take it early. And I go, could you beat someone like that? He goes, are you kidding? I'd kill him. So I go, all right, fine. So then we played again, and then I just, I creamed him and I beat him. So also, I wasn't trying as hard the first set because he was, he's not as good, so I'm just taking it easy. But then
he was wearing jeans and a leather jacket.
Well, he beat you 6-0 the first time, didn't he?
6-0?
No, he wasn't wearing. I don't remember what he was wearing. He didn't beat me 6-0. He's full of crap.
That's what he told him.
So then we played again, and then I beat him quite easily. And he goes, let's play again. I said, no, I don't play you again. Because when I knew he'd want to play after I beat him, the last time we played, I beat him, and that's that.
Give us a good league of
he cheats. He cheats, and he's not fun to play with.
Of course.
So he tells this story,
Right. Give us a good league of their own story. Lovitz! Just back off for a second.
Hey, he's being Lovitz. This is what Lovitz does.
I know. This is what he does. Him and Norm, both of them. Give us a good league of their own story.
What did you play tennis with John Lovitz? What is that?
No, I played tennis with John Lovitz. Goes every day to the Beverly Wilshire well, it's an expensive Beverly Hills hotel. I don't know what it's called. But anyways, the guy there, the coach, is Alex Olmedo, who's a Peruvian tennis player from old, and he very good. He played, he beat Ron Laver 3 times.
Right.
And so he's 60 or whatever, but a Peruvian 60.
Does that mean he's a young 60 or
yeah,
old 60?
He's
a young 60.
Yes, sexy.
Peruvian 60, I like that.
Yeah, Peruvian 60. So you could still imagine him with a lady. Right. You know what I mean? Like my father when he was 60, it would be hard to imagine.
Yeah.
But a Peruvian, you can imagine. You can easily imagine. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Because my father, he doesn't know. He'd get you a Casio watch to a lady. That would be his thing. But these guys, they're more champagne on your spine, my darling. It's a whole different thing. Anyway, so it has nothing to do with his way with the ladies, the story. But John Lovitz got lessons from him every single day at this hotel.
Yeah.
So then he told me that he was really good at tennis. So I was like, I could beat you.
You just assume you can beat John Lovitz in anything, right?
Yeah. Because I played tennis 4 times.
Yeah.
I figured that's about what it would take to beat John Lovitz. So I said, yeah, I'll play it, And he goes, you'll never beat me. I play everybody. What are you talking about? I go, no, I'll play anything you want. So I go to the place, and I'm in my jeans and a leather jacket. I don't have clothes for tennis. I only played 4 times. So I get there, and they give me a club and everything, and a tennis racket. And I know, clearly I'm going to beat John Lovitz. So we start playing, and, I just keep tinking them over a little bit, the little backspin, near the net, whatever that shot's called. So Lovitz lumbers over, and he can never get to it, And so I just beat him like 6-0 in the first set. So he starts thinking I'm doing something illegal by tinking it over the net.
The backspin backhand or whatever? Yeah.
He's never seen this. He thinks you're supposed to hit it to him.
Oh.
So he starts complaining because he's like, I play Alex and I can beat him. He's talking about beating Alex Almeida, the pro, the tennis
60-year-old Peruvian. Yeah.
He thinks. So I said, well, what? He goes, I beat him. I play him every day. And I go, well, Lovitz, this, a tennis pro is one of their big skills is they hit the ball so it will land on your racket.
Right.
So wherever you're standing, the ball is right there.
Yeah.
And he's like, that's not true. Then he was convinced that I could beat Alex Almeida. He said, you've never seen anything like this, Alex. He tinks it over the net. So this is Lovitz. So then I played, and then he wanted to really win, and he kept playing me, and I said, oh, God. So one day I was like, he was getting so angry and everything, so I let him win one game.
Yeah.
And then he quit. He retired.
On top.
Yeah, calling himself the champ.
Like John Elway.
Yeah, exactly. He won one game. He goes, doesn't matter. So whoever won last. That's what they do in boxing. And I was saying, well, boxing, they do have to defend them, but whatever.
That's funny.
You say there's no way we could go back, and that I've broken what we had. Oh, I wish that you would come around. No.
One time we were doing a show in Biloxi, Mississippi, and I'm not like him at all. Except if you say to me like, you can't say that or talk about a certain thing or don't say that, I'm like, well, now I have to. It's just kind of your instinct as a comic to bug people,
Yes.
Right. Like, don't do that. It really bothers me. And then you're kind of a jerk and they're like, oh, you mean like this? So we were doing a show and I opened for him I did about I guess 15 minutes or 20. Then he headlined, but it was for a what do you call it? When they comp the audience, you know what I mean? For big gamblers, I forget the word.
Yeah.
So there wasn't people paying tickets, but anyway, they did it. We did it. So he's doing the show, and he's very funny, but he's dirty. So all of a sudden, someone yells out, "Well, we don't like that kind of talk." So there's about 400 people there, and he goes, "Well, how many of you don't like that kind of talk?" And it was like practically the whole room. He goes, well, how many of you don't mind? And it was like 20 people. So he goes, or 10 people. He goes, well, I'd hate to disappoint those 10 people because the rest of you don't like it. And then he just got dirtier. And I'm just like crying, laughing, Because the audience wasn't even laughing, but he just, and that was... that was a typical him. You take a big risk when you do that. I mean, he did that at the casino. We were banned I couldn't work there for 5 years.
Really? Are you serious?
Mm-hmm.
He got banned from that casino in Biloxi, Mississippi? For 5 years?
And he was gambling, and he got caught counting cards.
Oh, there's that, too.
Well, I mean...
So the combo...
You know what you ought to do right now? Get up and dance like Ellen.
What?
All over the building, and we'll follow you with the camera. Wouldn't that be great? You could dance over women.
Yeah.
All right, go ahead.
Have you ever done the Ellen show?
No, not yet.
It's the most shabbily run operation. You know who wouldn't do this? Ellen.
Oh.
Would not do it to me.
Take it back.
Oh, Ellen.
David often gets confused with Ellen. No, that's a true fact. I'm not making it up. Oh. This was before the goatee, before the mustache, and thank God Ellen shaved that off. But our top story tonight, this week, after months of speculation, sitcom star Ellen DeGeneres finally admitted that, yes, she is gay. Inspired by her courage, today, diet guru Richard Simmons admitted that he is really, 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 really gay. And in entertainment news, Ellen DeGeneres and lover Anne Hesh have announced that they want to have a baby. However, their plan has hit a snag. They are both women. It is not possible to have a child. On Tom Snyder this week, actor Tony Danza said he thought the recent open display of affection by lesbian couple Ellen DeGeneres and Anne Hesh in front of President Clinton was extremely disrespectful. On hearing the comment, President Clinton responded, "Someone should tell Tony Danza to shut the hell up." Well, by now, most of you have seen or heard about last week's episode of Ellen, in which the main character, played by Ellen DeGeneres, announced that she is gay. Here to comment on Ellen, our very own Will Ferrell. Hi, Will.
Like everyone in the country, I saw the historic episode of Ellen, and of course, I loved it. I don't know what it is, but when a first-class comedian spoofs gay people, it always makes me laugh. Hey, let's face it, gays are funny. I loved Billy Crystal on Soap, and that Harvey Firestein impression of a homosexual couldn't be more dead on. Heck, even I do a funny gay guy around the office. You know, Judy Garland, fresh cut flowers, interior decorating. It's all in good fun. Why not? I'm no homophobe. So, Ellen DeGeneres, I salute you. There's no controversy here. She's just a damn good comedian who's able to get good laughs pretending she's a lesbian. And if that's wrong, then that's my kind of wrong.
Well, Will, now, she's not exactly pretending.
How's that?
I mean, she wasn't on the cover of Time magazine for pretending she was gay. She really is gay.
Ellen DeGeneres is gay, the real Ellen DeGeneres.
Yes, she's a lesbian.
Oh, my God. I'm going to be sick. Oh, God! Why did you put that dirty, sickening image in my mind? Oh, no, here it comes again.
God, she's just a lesbian.
Oh, stop it! Please stop!
Quite good. Normally I don't like Will Ferrell vomit, but this is actually really good. Let's just and then there's gay ladies too, lesbians, you know, that I think, like, for mainstream America, they're easier to accept, you know, because, you know, there's no, like, anal tearing and stuff. So basically, I don't know what they do. I guess they just, like, lick each other or something. I don't know. They can't fuck because they got no cock. So I don't know how they can't have sex, right? All they can do is go buy a cock. They go to, like, stores. You go, you know what, man, I hate that real cock, but I love that big fake plastic cock. It's too complicated for me to understand. I'm saying, like, things that are completely ill-informed. But I'm just trying to figure it out. Oh, God bless, though. God bless everyone.
Thanks for nothing, Google.
What I wanted to show you is how easy it is to watch yourself and other live streams on your tablet device.
On the computer.
On the computer.
Yeah.
Go ahead and hit play there.
Okay.
It's
Oh,
right there in my.
It's so simple.
Do you see your face?
Oh yeah, it's me with a huge fat fucking face.
Yeah, I didn't want to be the one to say it.
Yeah, I've been having a lot of trouble. My doctor, he said he's not a very nice guy. He said, open your mouth and say oink.
Yeah, you need to get better insurance, Norm.
Insurance? He was calling me a fat pig.
Well, I mean, nobody's going to disagree with him.
Oh, Chasm.
I'm sorry, Norm. I've got an acid tongue.
You do. You're an acid-tongued Arab. And there's Charles Woodson. How about that? What a season he had. Great, man. He became the first defensive player to win the Heisman Trophy. And congratulations, Charles. That is something that no one can ever take away from you. Unless you kill your wife and a waiter, in which case, all bets are off.
Yeah.
I love Lost. You ever watch Lost?
Yeah, I'm obsessed with the show. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, I'm still watching it.
I watch it. I watch it on the
Link?
No, yeah.
You got that working?
On the computer, where you can watch like you can watch them right after each other. So you don't have, there's no cliffhanger, you know?
Yeah,
'Cause you
I know
don't have
about that.
You probably watched it a lot.
Do you think I'm 80?
No, you probably watched the show though.
I did. I watched it during.
So that must have been incredibly frustrating.
No, it wasn't. Why would you say that?
Well, because I couldn't wait 30 seconds to get into it on my DVD.
Sometimes it's better to space things out, though, and discuss it with your friends, have a little talk about what happened, and then you have to wait a week, and it's delayed gratification.
Yeah, I guess, yeah. That's what's fun about a book club. But,
We're joined by the talented trio called the Lonely Island.
Yeah,
who
you
will
know
be
what I
on the
call
big.
them?
What do you call them?
I call them Sandberg and the other couple of fellows.
The Mind Squad
The
is
other
how Rolling Stone put it.
I got a heavy foot.
There's a real stream of consciousness thing happening here, Norm.
Yeah, it's called conversation.
All right.
Are you talking about Melrose Place? No, because
You're the biggest ass I ever met. And I love you for it.
No, because I swear to God, and when I lived in L.A., I lived on the actual street called Melrose Place. There's an actual street.
There's a Melrose. Is there really a Melrose
There's really
place?
a Melrose Place.
Okay.
You know this, right?
Yes, it's true.
So they opened a restaurant called Melrose Place on it, and then it's right beside my house. And every time I go out, there's all these retards, like tourists, and then these tourist retards, like they're always fat and they're taking pictures, standing in front of this restaurant.
Yeah. You are making a movie with Carrot Top, right?
I made a movie with Carrot Top.
Okay. You've made a movie with Carrot Top. It's not out yet.
No, it's
Can you
not
put
out
the
yet.
picture up of Carrot Top again, just so we can all see him?
She just did.
Oh, there it is again. Yeah. All right. Okay.
Wait a minute, she left Melrose Place to do a movie with Carrot Top?
That's where I'm going, my friend.
He was great. He did a wonderful job.
Do you have a scene where you and him embrace?
Yeah, lots of making out.
Oh, for God's sake.
Nothing but making out.
All right.
It's like 9.5 weeks, but Carrot Top. we were doing.
Wow. I gotta check out that movie.
Is it called 9.5 Seconds?
But what's the movie going to be called?
Well,
Really?
I know what it's going to be called.
Yeah, what's that?
If it's got Carrot Top in it, you know what a good name for it would be?
What's that, Norm?
Box Office Poison.
She's in it.
What about my career?
Courtney Thorne Smith. Well, there's this 2-hour season finale of Melrose Place. There's this movie coming out.
Yes.
Title undetermined at this point.
Chairman of the board.
Oh, all right. Do something with that, you freak.
I bet the board is spelled B-O-R-E-D.
That's the very
I will
best
say,
kind.
in all sincerity, I know you don't like to hear these things. Emotions, you're like Nixon and
I'm like Nixon.
But I will say, I was watching last night, I saw speed skating, and my goodness, could the outfits they wear be any tighter? Holy Lord. There was an East German woman, I swear, you could see the outline of her entire penis. It was... This is Viagra. It's insane. And you know what it's for? Impotent people. All right, it's for impotent guys. So get this. I read this. The pill can make your cock hard for 4 hours.
Right.
So now, who has the 4-hour hard cock? The impotent guy. The rest of us are fucked. Me and you got our regular cocks. Meanwhile, fucking Spade is, you know. Of course, that's the big story in here in Washington is the recent marriage between NBC's Andrea Mitchell and Alan Greenspan, who is 71 years old. And this is sweet, you know, I didn't know this. They wrote their own vows, you know. She promised to love, honor, and speak into his good ear. So that was it's kind of sweet, you know.
We'll see. It'll be fun.
Hey,
Norm, thanks for dressing up.
Hey,
yeah.
Sarah, listen, man. Congratulations. That's the 100th time that joke's been done tonight. But I also want to tell you, I do like that he picked Kemp. I like Kemp.
Oh, yeah?
He had a strange thing. Did you hear that quote he said? He said he's closer to minorities than the other candidates because he says he showered with a lot of black guys. Did you hear that?
What?
He says because he used to be on the Buffalo Bills.
That's right, he was a football player. Is that true? He said that?
Yeah, he said that the other day. He said he has a closer feel for the minorities because he's showered with so many black guys.
Mm-hmm.
But, you know, I don't know if that's, well, how you want to pick your presidents, right? Showered with a lot of black guys?
I don't know.
I mean...
You're picking Dole because he can do an impression.
Yeah,
you
right.
know, your reasons aren't much better.
If I was going to pick a guy, just because he's showered with a lot of black guys, I'd pick Andy or something like that, you know? You know?
People don't have to know that.
Oh, I have an announcement to read. I almost forgot. I was told to make this announcement. Table 10, wherever you are, table 10. We're sorry your waitress hasn't been there in a while. Larry King just married her. So... Do you have a hero?
Norman Fell from Three's Company.
That's your hero?
Yeah. Mr. Roper. Yeah.
Oh, Mr. Roper?
Yeah.
That's not a good hero.
That's all I got.
Better than this guy's hero is some gay porn actor. But anyway.
What are you talking about? What?
I don't know. Boomer Esiason is with us. Boomer. How you doing, buddy? Boomer, of course, will replace Frank Gifford on Monday Night Football next season. And Frank told reporters that this will allow him to spend more time with his wife and children. Then he broke down and cried for 45 minutes. So, what the hell am I? And here I am, you know, I look out, I see President Bill Clinton, you know, I see Secretary of State Madeleine Albright, you know, media mogul Rupert Murdoch, you know, broadcast legend Larry King, you know, pornographer Larry Flint, you know, Dick Morris. The list is starting to drop off a little, folks, but still, you get the idea. It's daunting. Well, there's all kinds of sports celebrities in the audience tonight. I see Tiger Woods right there. Tiger Woods, how about that, huh? Yeah, he's up for golf. Of course, he's up for Golfer of the Year this ESPYs. And you know who I feel sorry for, folks, is the other two guys nominated for Golfer of the Year. You see these guys getting ready, you know, it's like, hey, honey, have you seen my tuxedo? No, not the good one. The one I wear when I'm going to get my ass kicked. Have you seen that one? We got a lot of power here, a lot of juice. Mr. Rule Arledge is here, of course, the chairman of ABC News, you know, and a lot of crazy stories coming out of that division, you know. You know, stories about this person sleeping with that person and all that, you know. Scandal after scandal. If you heard the latest, I heard this just the other day. There's a rumor that last week, a certain, I don't want to say who it is, a certain gentleman in ABC News, he went to a party and he got really drunk and he ended up having sex with his own wife. I don't know.
if you don't pay me now, I'm gonna take this swizzle stick and I'll be shoving that right up your pee hole.
So that was $11.50, right?
Right.
Yeah, you know how top spins?
Yeah, I know how
Well, in
top spins.
Australia, a top spins the opposite way of a top in America.
It's not funny.
By the way, I saw that film that you recommended me that you called a fantasy, Showa. Horrifying. You make it a habit to hang out with Dax Shepard.
No.
But yet you also know you're good friends with Professor Irwin Corey. And what does it do to you?
Causes diabetes.
Well, that's terrible.
Harden
Then they
of the
amputate
arteries.
your leg.
Mm-hmm. Not always. Sometimes you go blind.
Sometimes you go blind.
Yeah.
Sometimes both.
Mm-hmm.
And then you can't, at least you can't see that you only have one leg.
You know what I like about this show? It's not afraid to take on the issues.
My wife's a slatterny woman.
Sorry to hear that.
Is that the word?
It's a word.
Slatternly. Maybe I'm old-fashioned, you know? But, like, you tell me, because you're a gay guy. But I go into a gym. I go into workout. You know what I mean? I want to work out and I want to get my pecs and lats and shit like that, right? You know what I'm talking about.
Mm-hmm.
But then I go into the locker room. Now, the last thing I want to see there is some guy's fucking hot, beautiful asshole. This is what he told me the other day. He goes, it happened.
Fire pit.
He goes, it happened, but he goes, the numbers are all wrong. And then he goes, the other night he goes, 600 or 6 million, it's still terrible. I'm like, oh.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And so Mario Cantone, we were at the Hyatt, you know, and me and Howard Busgang and this other guy are smoking a joint. I'm not smoking, but they're both smoking this joint. This was in a very serious time of AIDS.
Norm, are you okay?
I had a black guy open for me, and I got him into the hotel.
No, well, can I ask you a question seriously?
The guy made a mistake.
I'm being honest
The guy
with you.
made a mistake. He had a press conference later, and he said he made an error in judgment.
The guy who ate the guy?
Yeah, he made an error in judgment. Now, what do you think of this joke? When I die, I want my body donated to science, but more specifically, a scientist who is working on bringing dead guys back to life.
Oh, is that funny at all?
The search continues in the Indian Ocean for the Malaysian Airlines Flight 370 as they listen and try to follow the pings. These guys sound like me always listening for pings. The pings are my Chinese neighbors. Jim and Ellen Ping. Jim, the other day, very nice guy, Jim Ping,
they really do exist. What is this thing you're doing with your face?
Oh, it's...
Do you have allergies?
No, I'm not used to these glasses, but he was very nice.
So you think that's going to help?
And he lent me... is that the face I'm making?
Well, one time I thought you were joking around. You were looking at me like, get a close-up. I hope you had a close-up. Roll it in now if you didn't show it
sounds
before.
like this guy's jimping to...
Let me as abacus
I want to do
yesterday.
this.
Jesus.
Oh, come on. That's not a Chinese guy.
I wasn't saying it was.
No, that's kind of racist.
What are you, Mickey Rooney?
Hey, come on.
I know he's dead,
Have
but
a little
Mickey Rooney
respect.
did a very racist thing like you just did in a movie called Breakfast at Tiffany's by the wonderful Truman Capote.
I wasn't doing anything racist, and you know it. But go ahead.
Weekend Update with Norm MacDonald.
Thank you. I'm Norm MacDonald, and now the fake news. Yesterday, Simpson trial Judge Lancito allowed that mystery envelope to be opened
and it appears Simpson may already have won $10 million. The first deaf Miss America, Heather Whitestone, was crowned last week in Atlantic City. Although completely deaf, she is an expert lip reader. Personally, I don't think she's that pretty, you know. Not my cup of tea. Well, David Hasselhoff is a huge rock star in Germany, where his latest album sold 5 million copies this week, which once again proves my theory: Germans love David Hasselhoff. Christy Brinkley told reporters this week that her marriage to Billy Joel was over long before their divorce. The key moment, she said, came when she realized that she was Christy Brinkley and that she was married to Billy Joel. And in a related story, this week marked the 5,000th performance of the Broadway musical Cats. It also marked the 5,000th time a guy turned to his wife and said, "What the hell is this?" And finally, John Wayne Bobbitt is going to be an adult film star. He has been signed to play himself in the John Wayne Bobbitt story. The part of his severed penis will be portrayed by Pauly Shore. According to an obscure 14th century law, British Army Captain James Hewitt could be hanged for having an affair with Princess Diana. The punishment for having sex with Princess Diana is death. The punishment for having sex with Princess Anne is having sex with Princess Anne. Las Vegas mogul Steve Wynn has announced plans for a new hotel, 46 stories high, set on a 17-acre island in the middle of a 50-acre artificial lake on the Las Vegas Strip. In a related story, Motel 6 now has shampoo. Well, a beef-flavored water for dog hit stores this week, and dogs are eagerly anticipating the arrival next month of the newest water flavor, other dogs' asses. With Republican control of the Senate, Oregon's Bob Packwood will become chairman of the Senate Finance Committee. In a statement, he promised to massage the budget, goose interest rates, and, if possible, stick his tongue down the throat of inflation. A French man who calls himself the Snake Man was arrested this week after climbing up the side of a Manhattan high-rise. Yep, he climbed right up the side of a high-rise. Just like a snake. Dr. James Watts, a neurosurgeon who performed the first frontal lobotomy, died this week in Washington. If you recall, a lobotomy involves drilling holes in the skull and then inserting and rotating a knife to destroy brain cells. What a genius, he'll be missed. This week is Taxi Cab Appreciation Week, so to all you taxi cab drivers out there, I'd appreciate it if you'd take a shower once in a while. How'd that go? A new hangover-free vodka is on the market. Yeah, the ads claim that the 80-proof vodka is so pure, it's virtually headache-free. But before you run out and buy it, remember, it causes massive anal bleeding. Former First Lady Nancy Reagan reports that her husband has been relaxing at their ranch, riding horses and chopping wood. Sadly, eyewitnesses report that he was actually riding wood and chopping horses. Ted Kennedy says now that he's won re-election, he can finally relax, get off that crazy diet, and really let himself go. Yeah, Ricky Lake, you know, she really is an animal lover, though. She has 3 cats, 2 dogs, and a big ass that follows her around everywhere. Well, there may be trouble in paradise. Lisa Marie Presley confirmed this week that she and Michael Jackson live in separate residences 50 miles away from each other. Lisa Marie was quoted as saying, "I guess being married to a homosexual pedophile wasn't such a great idea after all."
Kenny G has a Christmas album out this year. Hey, happy birthday, Jesus. Hope you like crap. Serial killer Jeffrey Dahmer was attacked and killed by another inmate this week. Just before the fight, Dahmer threatened, "Hey, don't mess with me, pal. I used to eat guys like you for breakfast." Yippee! Jerry Rubin died last week. Oh, I'm sorry. That should read, Yippee! Jerry Rubin died last week. Sorry about that. I'm sorry. My mistake completely. Just, I didn't read it right. And now it's time for Weekend Update's movie reviews. This week I saw Interview with the Vampire. And here's my review. Not gay enough. A Brooklyn man crossing an expressway on Monday was hit by at least 10 cars. According to police, the man's body was spread over a 2-block area. Police also reported that various organs were flattened on the road and that his spine had been ripped out of his torso. The man is currently resting in stable condition at St. Mary's Hospital. Well, a study this week reports seafood is good for you unless it's fried. Yet another groundbreaking story from the pages of the medical journal, Duh. A new FBI study shows that for the first time, Americans are more likely to be killed by a stranger than a loved one or acquaintance. Their advice? Introduce yourself to as many people as possible. A sheepdog carrying $250,000 worth of cocaine in its stomach was found at JFK Airport earlier this week. A customs agent got suspicious when he saw 2 airline employees taking turns sniffing the dog's ass. O.J. Simpson's lawyers have decided to skip hearings on DNA evidence and go right to trial. Asked why they did this, the lawyers replied, "We want to get O.J. acquitted as speedily as possible so he can get back to doing what he does best, killing people." There's a new 24-hour cable TV channel now. It's called Fish TV. The channel shows a giant aquarium of fish 24 hours a day, except from 2 a.m. to 3 a.m. when it shows the Byron Allen Show. In a survey this week, men said they preferred penis size to height. 62% of men said they'd rather be 5'2" with a 7-inch penis. 36% said they'd rather be 6'3" with a 3-inch penis. And the remaining 2% said they'd rather be 1'4" with a 300-inch penis. Here we see the president and the first bitch. Hey, slow down, you bitch. Let me catch up. A 51-year-old cosmonaut set a world space endurance record this week after spending 367 days aboard the Russian space station Mir. And also, as a side note, he also smashed his own masturbation record. In Walnut Creek, California, anyone who turns in his gun can get free therapy. And anyone who doesn't turn in his gun can get free anything.
Straight to the heart. I went a long time acting like I wasn't broken apart by you.
Officials in Disney World have ordered their ride, the Extra Terror Estriel, to be shut down until it can be made scarier. When the attraction reopens in 2 weeks, it will be exactly the same, but missing 6 bolts. The United Paramount Network's new show, Star Trek Voyager, finished in first place Monday night with a 14.7 rating. For those of you who don't know, one rating point is equal to 950,000 nerds. In his book, O.J. Simpson says that he would have taken a bullet or stood in front of a train for Nicole. Man, I'm going to tell you, that is some bad luck when the one guy who would have died for you kills you. That's probably... You don't get worse luck than that. Taco Bell this week introduced a new light menu, as well as a new slogan. Half the fat, but still tastes like crap. OJ's pal Al Cowlings now has a 1-900 number. For $2.99 a minute, Cowlings will tell callers that OJ is innocent. And for $3.99 a minute, he'll try to do it without laughing. And now a correction to a story we ran last week. Prince Charles is actually the one in the middle. So we apologize for that. 130 years after the Civil War, the state of Mississippi has finally voted to abolish slavery. Representatives say they would have liked to have done it sooner, but they were delayed due to some awfully big cotton crops. They had some kind of big cotton thing. All right. And finally, the Oscar nominations were announced this week, and Tom Hanks and Jodie Foster are in a heated competition in the Academy's controversial new category, Best Retard. Well, there's good news this week from strife-torn Ireland, where a historic peace agreement has just been signed. Gee, I wonder if anyone will celebrate by drinking. New medical research shows that men and women have different food cravings. Men preferring meat and women preferring sweets. Scientists trace this back to caveman days, when men had to go out and hunt for food while women sat on their fat asses eating chocolates. Washington Power to some Mary Madeline and James Carville are expecting their first baby in July. No one knows if the baby will be a Democrat or a Republican, but doctors are sure of one thing. It will be weird looking. This was Colin Ferguson's first week in prison. Ferguson has reportedly dismissed his cellmate, and from now on he will be acting as his own bitch. The richest girl in the world, billionaire Athena Onassis, celebrated her 10th birthday this week. What's it like to be the richest girl in the world? Well, to give you some idea, at the party, they had 2 cakes. Due to a change in policy, Amtrak employees will no longer be able to kick homeless people out of Penn Station based on the way they look. From now on, they will have to go solely on urine stench. Some teenagers are snorting or injecting Ritalin, a drug prescribed to treat attention deficit disorder in children. Drug abuse experts warn that Ritalin can cause accelerated blood pressure, along with enhanced mental alertness, a surge of energy, and an increased sense of self-confidence. And remember, kids, those are bad things. According to a controversial new biography, Elizabeth Taylor likes her lovemaking loud, rough, and frequent. Coincidentally, that's also how she likes to eat. Well, it's official. There you go. Michael Jordan is leaving baseball to return to basketball. It is unclear whether the media will now refer to him by his old basketball nickname, Air Jordan, or his more recent baseball nickname, Senior Crappy. Newlyweds Tommy Lee and Pamela Anderson had their first argument this week. He wants kids, while she wants fake kids. A new study says that people who quit smoking have healthier lungs. Yet another groundbreaking story from the pages of the medical journal, Duh. And in court this week, Cato Kalin testified that O.J. Simpson did not appear angry before or after the period of his wife's murder. But Kalin admitted he could have been a touch edgy while he was actually murdering her. Might have been a... Leona Helmsley fired a maid this week for stealing her Victoria's Secret lingerie. And you think she looks hot here, huh? Imagine, if you would, with the Hertz rental car company announced this week that it will buy 520,000 vehicles, increasing its worldwide fleet 24%. In addition, they will try to find a new spokesman who won't kill his ex-wife. And finally, the Diamond Council of America advises that men spend 2 months' salary on an engagement ring, while the American Housing Company suggests that you spend 25% of your salary on rent. Interestingly, the U.S. Crack Association recommends that you spend all your salary on crack. In medical news this week, scientists report there may soon be a vaccine for drug addicts, which completely eliminates the craving for cocaine. They caution, however, that the vaccine is extremely dangerous, highly addictive, and costs $10,000 a gram. This week at the O.J. Simpson trial, the infamous bloody glove was finally introduced into evidence, and O.J. didn't help his case any by blurting out, "There it is, I've been looking all over for that thing." Whoa. In a bid to boost low attendance, officials at the New Jersey State Aquarium have announced plans for a $4 million facelift. In addition, flashing neon signs will be placed outside the aquarium, stating that the fish are, quote, all nude all the time. Julia Roberts told reporters this week that her marriage to Lyle Lovett has been over for some time. The key moment, she said, came when she realized that she was Julia Roberts and that she was married to Lyle Lovett. Last week, Duchess of York Sarah Ferguson visited the Big Apple and showed off her 14-pound weight loss. Hopefully, this will not interfere with her official duties of sitting on her fat ass all day long. Well, singer Willie Nelson, who was arrested recently in Texas for marijuana possession, saw the charges against him drop this week. A judge ruled the arrest had been illegal because police didn't have probable cause to search his car for pot. How about the fact he's Willie Nelson? Well, the magazine POV came out this week with a list of the best and worst jobs to have in the next century. Their 3 best were, in this order, multimedia software designer, management consultant, and interactive advertising executive. While their worst, for the 3rd year in a row, crack whore. Dismissed Simpson juror Jeanette Harris revealed in interviews this week that the jury is torn by dissension and is already divided into 2 camps, those who think he is guilty and those who are really, really stupid. A Cambridge, Massachusetts juror found City Councilman William Walsh not guilty of malicious destruction of property after he removed 2 dildos from a sculpture in the City Hall annex. Walsh's defense was that he was walking by, saw them, and said to himself, "Hey, free dildos." Look at there. Well, Premiere Magazine's list of the 100 most powerful people in Hollywood hit the newsstands this month. In an odd bit of ranking, Demi Moore was ranked number 28, while her breasts were ranked 20 and 21. So, at a press conference this week, Washington Mayor Marion Barry said he wants private businesses to provide 5,000 summer jobs for a district youth program. He also wants some crack. At Virginia Commonwealth University, a professor is being sued following revelations that he spanked one of his students. It was the student's parents who first became suspicious when they asked, "What kind of marks are you getting?" And she replied, "Big red ones on my ass." So... For the 5th year in a row, People magazine has named John F. Kennedy Jr. one of its 50 most beautiful people. Meanwhile, Big Red Nose magazine has named Ted Kennedy one of its 50 faces most ravaged by drink. Well, in Buffalo, Wyoming, a truck jackknifed this week, spilling hundreds of sticks of dynamite on the I-90 interstate, though officials noted that there is absolutely no danger as long as you're protected by magic. Yeah, I wish I was protected by magic. All right. In stock market news this week, April's 3 biggest losers were Cantab Pharmaceuticals, Champion Enterprises, and Crapco, which manufactures crap. And also crap-related items, most recently Mariah Carey's Christmas album. Due to expected cutbacks in funding for PBS's The Frugal Gourmet, has announced that he'll be changing his name to The Cheap Bastard. Well, in a questionable move by the defense team this week, O.J. Simpson demonstrated how to stab 2 people at the same time. Well, Gary Busey left the hospital this week after overdosing on cocaine last Friday. Doctors say Busey is okay and he should be back in the hospital in no time. Last Friday in Washington, D.C., the city's elementary school students pledged to stay drug-free as a gift to their moms on Mother's Day. Meanwhile, D.C. Mayor Marion Barry got his mom a great big box of chocolates. The Walt Disney Company has announced plans to build a $300 million hotel and entertainment complex in New York's Times Square. Construction begins next spring on their first attraction, Crack Horrors of the Caribbean. The American Academy of Pediatrics has released an updated list of unsafe baby products. Topping the list this year is the really, 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 really high chair.